I'd like you to introduce now to Chris Good, who's Chief Business Development Officer for White Drive Products. How do you do?
Good to meet you,
Nice
Roger.
to meet you, sir. What are you bringing to the show this year?
A lot of new products onto our show this year. We're in a very mature market, whether you're making Girota motors, steering units, or hydraulic brakes. They've been around for a long time.
Well, the technology is changing almost daily.
Right. And so our major focus has been getting close to the customer, identifying what his true needs are for this mature product, and then developing those requirements in new products. And we've made a lot of investments, both in the last few years, and we continue to make significant investments based on identifying the customer's requirements by getting very, very close to the customer.
Well, as we all know, the technology it just won't stop. That stream of technology, new inventions, new ways of doing business is constantly coming into the pipeline. So what does that do to a company like yours that's trying to meet that need plus meet the need of the customer? How do you make that fit? That's kind of a puzzle.
It's a challenge. We divide the engineering into design engineering and research engineering. The research engineering is looking for new technologies, new materials, new application. The design guys then take that information, match that to the customer's needs, and you start to make significant progress.
But when you match that to customer needs, you also have to match that to the piece of equipment that's going on.
Absolutely.
And that's the challenge.
Well, yes and no. I'll give you a good example. At the moment, we're looking at some new technology and materials, and we've extended the life of the product by 500%.
Oh!
But the challenge is the cost is too high at the moment. So now we're working is how do we actually drive that cost down to be able to match the requirements in the OEM manufacturer's needs.
And that's a big problem. That I understand.
It's a good challenge.
And it's all cost and balance.
Right. But you can make significant progress when you actually focus and listen to the customer, and it identifies a different path for you to follow.
Now, what do you see as significant as far as the impact it's had on your particular line of product?
Most of our products have changed in the last 5 to 6 years to address those customers' needs. There's a very big interfocus with our customers throughout our organization, and that bubbles up and you end up making significant product improvements and changes to meet those changing needs. The guy that uses our products today is the same guy who used them 10 years ago.
Exactly.
But the demand for the performance has changed dramatically.
Very interesting. Well, I really want to thank you for stopping by, sharing your message with us. Chris Good, who's the Chief Business Development Officer for White Drive Products, and he brings an important message and all of that from the IFPE folks and those who are OEM off-road. I mean, that's an important industry in itself.
Right.
Plus
Absolutely
the
right.
OEMs, plus everybody else.
Good being with you.
Good
Thank
to meet
you.
you, sir.